Okay, and welcome back. We're picking where we left off last time in the Long Dark, where, well, other than the fact we don't think there was an Aurora, we had a very bad day yesterday. Honestly, got uncomfortably close to getting the character killed, and we're also arguably too close still to getting the character killed than I would rather be. Let's quickly down another Birch Bark tea. And I saw, assuming we can get back to it safely, some material we could use to turn into antiseptic to treat the wound, the bleeding wound we had earlier. Okay, we're warm here for the moment. Let's check to see if the wound is 90%. Okay, so we got a little bit of time to get the thing get back, get it healed. It was the trees over there, so hopefully we can get over to those trees without getting affected by the wolves. There it is. I think it's 2. There's 3 here, so we'll grab all 3. Move back to that warm spot. Rep the beard lichen. Fly the beard lichen. And then we're back to waiting for appropriate weather. We know where we need to go. But we need the character ball healthy enough to make it there. And for there to be an Aurora, which problem A makes problem B worse, honestly. Well, or is it problem B makes problem A worse? Because it's an Aurora, we need an Aurora when we're there. Or an electrical event, one of the two. We're kind of in a catch-22 when it comes to dealing with those wolves. I think the answer is I just need to get better at shooting them. Let's be fair. Okay, so here's a reasonably warm spot, so we can quickly bang together the treatment. Oh, I had 1, and we needed 3. That's fair. That deals with the infection risk. Yeah, how to balance passing time and being productive. Got water. Some water. Okay, we got a restore condition for an hour, so let's just pass an hour. Okay. And a couple more minutes in addition to that. We, successfully disassembled a couple torches. Now we can drink another Birch Bark tea. For another maximal heal. So we get another 4 condition back over that 2 hours. And I think we might just pass those 2 hours just straight up we're waiting for an Aurora. Well, this is maybe the most productive of ways to do it. We're at least healing. Boots need repair, gloves need repair. Could sharpen the axe. Sounds like we got a blizzard outside, which is kind of the opposite of what we want. Yeah, well, we need to be daylight to do that sort of repair. Let's see if we can get like a couple hours of sleep in. Get some more recovery that way. Doing another benchmark T. Okay, we're above half condition. So let's see how terrible the weather is. That's a full blizzard. Cardboard box with a couple pieces of cedar firewood in it. Spray paint. A locker there. Traveling this weather is sort of a catch-22. There's no good place near where we want to be where we can get warm. Well, unless I want to give up and go back to... Well, start leaving. It's maybe a good way to put it. No way. Be productive here. And so we'll get warm. It's kind of what pickle we're in. Research the area here. There's one way in, one way out. The game does consider this a place we can turn it into a base. Some stuff we can clean up and move around, but... Okay, this one is not warm. I'm gonna try heading out where we're going in the blizzard. That's a little bit more time. Again, we're kind of stuck in the scenario for to make progress on the quest I'm on. We need an Aurora or a Glimmer Fog, and we need to get past those wolves, honestly. Okay, well, at least now it's daytime. Probably sounds... well, it sounds still like it's a blizzard. Yeah. Okay, the previous base at least had a place where we could start up a fire inside. So we're going to start hobbling our way back there. Here's the railroad.
We need to find some place to escape this cold.
Well, that's kind of what we're doing.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
There's a bit in here. I think it's this bit. Yeah, we're walking through the chemical poisoning. Okay, we'll slip back inside. This is the one, I believe, at the indoor fireplace. Yeah, we're not gonna haul the carrots and potatoes out, so let's pick them up and we're gonna cook them. Cook them and eat them. And I'm lighting the match so I get to see the animation, the cool animation of throwing the match in the fireplace. Whoop. I'm carrying potatoes. Not allowed. Potatoes ruins or something? There's the potato. Pick the potato up. Yeah, it's letting me cook potatoes. I'm surprised. Normally you just place potatoes. I screwed up. I forgot to put fuel in the fire besides the one stick. Okay, that's what I get for being cool. Wasting a match accidentally. Okay, now let's shove some fuel in the fire before it goes out again. There's the potato. Okay, let's get enough for another half a liter of water each. Or, well, I've got the stuff to make water safe, so we can go the full 21 minutes and get some, convert the unsafe water to safe water. And we just eat the carrots. The carrots don't actually get cooked.
I might have to drop some gear.
Okay, so that should be a decent amount of water. And that will have purified all the water, so we got almost 8 liters of water here. Let's see, can we light a torch off that quickly so I can have a little bit more time to think? Here we go. It's obviously not a glimmer fog yet. Do I try to go back in this weather? Or honestly, do I start contemplating giving up? Shoes are starting to wear out from walking through the chemical spills. Oops, some salt. Not what we're looking for, but we put that on the table. A recycle can. We'll also put that on the stove. Yeah, let's see how good the weather is. The weather's halfway decent. We'll kind of walk back over and find a warm-ish spot to camp out. Near the helicopter crash. Is an animal over there? Question is it human or one of the wolves we've run into? answer is a deer. Well, it's not going to be cured fast enough for me to make really good use of it. So we'll leave it alone. Did I not leave the water behind? Yeah, I'm carrying around like 4 liters more water than we need. Make the mine and leave it in the mine. Well, that looks like a place down there that'll give us chemical poisoning. We do not have the chemical boots on us, so that's a bad place to go right now.
Can't feel my feet.
It looks like some chemical spill there. This is good weather, other than it being cold. So I'm a little tempted. Of course, there's a chemical spill right at the main way in. Let's try to work back over to the area. I'm gonna have to warm up. Otherwise, I'm gonna be taking too much damage. Let's try to warm up next to this tree. Making tea and porridge again. Probably like, who could have guessed? It's what you've been making the last half a dozen times. Well, except for the last time. Last time we didn't. Quite warm enough. It's just that in there. So this is on the torch. Cold for 2 minutes, and oh no, actually we warmed up enough. Apparently I was wrong. We're one just about right. Just about right. Still gonna throw another stick in the fire, just to get us an extra degree. A little bit more space. Wind's picked up a little bit. I think the warming up was from the porridge is about offsetting the chill rate from the wind here.
I need to drop something.
Don't really want to stick another piece of coal in this fire. So I'm going to try moving over to the building next.
head feel thick.
Indolent hoppers. Got some scrap metal in here. Really has to do us anything good. We recall that here. Okay, back in here for the moment. We'll partially warm up the slow way here while waiting for the torches to burning while we're warming up in the slow warmth. Yeah, completely search this place. Let's see, can we disassemble the ruined one without the old one, well, without the new one completely going? Yes. Looks like the wind state has improved. I don't know if the... Well, I don't think the temperature necessarily has improved, just the wind state. To fly over, okay. Nope, we got crow circling over something. We did kill one of the wolves in this area, so it could quite possibly be the wolf from earlier. Because the axe would do that. Yeah. Okay, the wind state, I think, is reasonable to try to get the stuff off of this wolf. Or at least see what we get off of this wolf. While we warm up. I suspect the answer is very little, from what I've heard.
Come on. Come on.
Zero meat, just the hide and the guts. Okay. Well, we'll harvest the hide and the guts. Oh, I meant to leave the water behind. We'll go back to the building quickly with guts and the hide and drop the water off with it. Got some very eerie music going on right now.
Can't feel my hands.
Okay, gut. Hide. And we'll drink as much of the water as we can, and then drop down to like 3 liters so we can move around a lot faster. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now we make much better time.
someplace to escape this cold.
Okay, warm here for the moment, so let's disassemble some torches. Maybe make something to warm up with. Honestly, I got enough fatigue. I might regret doing this, but we're gonna go ahead and make up some pie. For the calories and energy. Oh, too windy. That means I probably can't take the fire with me. Or at least it's not going to stay with me. Oh, for the moment, it's coming with us. There it goes again. So, goal right now for me is to see if I can find a place that can hunker down reasonably close to the helicopter crash site. There's a wolf. I think 2 wolves. And it's another poisoned one. It'll just be another hide, another pair of guts. Wind conditions don't support the harvesting of that one. They may later, and that carcass will hang around for a day or two, I think. There we go. And another poison one. So for the moment, that has worked. Cleared the wolves out of our way. And while I'm not exactly sure where we can be warm here while we wait for the Aurora, hopefully there won't be any replacements when the Aurora shows up. So there's the helicopter. So let's hop over to the helicopter.
I can't feel
Look
my
at its
feet.
insides. And the answer to what's inside the helicopter is frankly nothing. Let's spell out the Aurora going. Not really anything here to find.
Never felt so cold in my life.
Yeah. As much as that looks like a cave, it's not warm. At least it doesn't have the warming up bonus of a cave. Yeah, no convenient places. But set up camp and warm up. Unless there's something over up that hill. It's going down to the crash. Could we have gone up the hill away? There's something behind the hill. Oh, one way to know. That's to take a peek. It's getting foggy, but it's probably a bit too hopeful wishing to hope that it's a shimmer fog rolling in. Okay, well we got some reasonable wind chill to here apparently. Can I find a spot like so where we can start up a fire and warm up? Because to be fair, if this isn't a glimmer fog coming up, we're probably going to work our way back because we're going to run out of fuel real quick. 20 degrees should get us warm, yeah. Nope, not yet. Well, we're good to be warm here for a few minutes. Quite a few minutes. Seven pickups. We'll need a couple of those, to be fair. To be burnt to get the fire warm enough. Well, to get the porridge warm enough to eat. Probably spend the rest of the time disassembling these extra sticks. Okay, how warm are we? 8 degrees. So I could basically take every torch out of here and disassemble most of them back to the stick form. We won't be able to take all the temp out for the next fire, but at least every stick disassembled is another degree in the next fire. I need it. We're down to one piece of coal, so I do need to be a little careful. because it will be a while before we get more coal. Oh, there might be some in the mine. Let me check the mine. So I'm plus 3 degrees next to a 16-degree fire, so that means it's 13 degrees cold. So one question is, how many sticks do I have? 16 sticks. Okay, so we should, in theory, be able to get warm with just sticks on the next fire if the weather doesn't change. It's not the one from earlier that we took out in struggle. Looks like it. Oh, there's more wolves over there. How cold am I? 10 with the torch. Yeah, we're gonna leave that one alone because we're gonna attract too much attention from the wolves over there. And if all possible, I don't want to be fighting these wolves back to back to back to back. I do want to take the time to harvest them because wolf hide is what our pants are made of. So it is a thing that we can repair out here if we harvest them. And the whole waste not want not approach to the way I play the game. Plus, we're kind of passing time until an Aurora picks up. And because we've killed enough wolves in the area, we're safe around where we think the objective is. Where I think the objective is. I may be wrong, and I might be barking up a tree. Barking up a tree with nothing up it. Okay, so we're currently sitting at 13. Let's slap 14 pieces of coal in the fire. And then the hide. And then we do want to take as much of this fire with us as possible. Productively, at least. Whether that is figuring out a way to feed ourselves or warm ourselves up before the next fire. I think it probably does. If we're just trying to pass time, it makes sense to make one batch of porridge up. Keep the character carefully fed. that warming up bonus. And the wind just damaged my fire.
The night can't be far behind.
No. Only 1 degree warm next to this fire. Fire is 15 degrees, so need another 14 sticks to recreate it. Got 9 right now. 10. Okay, we're gonna chill out a little bit. We're gonna go back to that fire and warm up. Yeah, that also works. That is one of the reasons we're here. See if it's gone on long enough that we get a direction to go. Should be in the right area. It just hasn't been going long enough as my suspicion. We're still probably till dusk. The wind's starting to kick up. I have to parse this in a productive way. Yeah, that was kind of my expectation. Okay, we can buy us a little bit of time, and then we can just drop a bunch of teas to get the teas warm. Quite swapped yet. Let's see if we can get this moved with a torch. We can. No. Can I buy a little bit more time by tossing another stick in the fire? Yeah. Yeah, the transition's begun. I think we're roughly where we want to be, which is kind of the struggle here. We've got what? We've got 1 coal left. So the next fire I need to make count. Otherwise I'm going to have to go out of the way to find coal. Yeah, beautiful Aurora. Positively cold right now, but... And yeah, don't need to repair you yet. too windy. There we go. I think it just turned on. Yeah, okay. So let's try to be productive and get this done. I think it's up by the crash, not down here. So let's do the up and around.
The cold is making my head feel thick.
We're looking for 2 items. I think both items are probably in the same thing, if that makes sense. There's the cache. Foreman's key and canisters. Green flares. And security log.
If this reaches you, it means they made it out, and to the mainland. What a mess, old friend. I sent them your way after we managed to get a chopper flight-worthy. By now, they shared my old call sign with you, from the Alaska days. I hope that, and this note from my logbook, convinces you. Do you recognize the book? Do you remember it? It's gone bad over here, and strange beyond anything. But it's on me now. And there are others still missing down below. Take care. And keep an eye on the horizon. You never know. Bertasky.
Yeah, that's a little annoying if that was the thing that we couldn't cancel out of. Where we were still in-game, still functional, so we were taking damage during that. Okay, next up, let's try to get the character back to a warm spot. Do I risk taking the guts with me? The answer is no. I'm gonna leave the guts behind. We're gonna get warm. We're gonna put a part break in, and then we'll go use the foreman's key in the next part. And we'll get an object that'll. Well, we know where we use the foreman's key, and that will, I think, direct us into the mine. Where we got to go in the mine? Complete mystery to me. Just basically, I had the rough first 3 steps spoiled to myself, and then in the very general, that vague area. That's the way I did it. Fudge, 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 fudge. Wandered way too close to that wolf. Not sure if I could open enough distance. He was between me and where I wanted to go. Oh, I guess the answer is where I wanted to go is not where I have to go, so we're going to a different spot. Okay. And here's where we're going to put the part break in. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be another part up tomorrow. We're going to try to record 2 more parts if I don't get myself killed. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. We're going to pick up where we left off in the next part after I go make a cup of tea. So I'll be right back with the next cup of tea. And until then, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part. And bye for now.